What's going on, people? I am at my fourth deal, my fourth supported living deal, which is absolutely amazing. Fourth rent-to-rent supported living deal, absolutely amazing. Currently in the kitchen. I'm going to show a little walkthrough before I leave the property. But it's only now that I jump on this video and I talk about it that I'm actually starting to get a little bit gassed. Let me just briefly break down what happened with this property. I had a care provider initially for this property. So this property was actually proposed to me from a landlord that was friends with another one of my landlords that I took on my first rent to HMO. He said, I've got this HMO, do you want to be able to take it on a rent-to-rent HMO basis? I've explained that I work with care providers. And long story short is I found a care provider. They were willing to take the property on, negotiated rents and everything. And when it came to the last minute, I'm talking about the last minute, they pulled out of the deal. And, there's not really much to say other than, they pulled out. It is what it is. Of course, I was upset, fuming, angry, especially because I had built such a great connection with the landlord. He was letting me show people around without him being here. He was, he allowed me not to pay a deposit, and especially he moved tenants out to be able to make this work. He had 3 tenants in there, moved them all to other properties, and so, it was almost like nothing can stop this. Like, some of these deals, you can't make this shit happen, what actually happens to him. How these deals fall through. There's been multiple deals that have fall through this year. It's absolutely ridiculous when I actually put my mind to it. But there's all a reason to why they've fallen through. A lot of the providers are time wasters, but it's just getting through that and understanding, who to be able to work with, being proactive with councils, and also just having a strong mindset as well. Because, I stay off the social media. There's a lot of people that, have these properties, and it's all fun and well and how they show them, but, the reality behind of how they've got them, or, how they're actually working, that's what I want to be able to show in these YouTube videos, because it's not easy. I have managed to be able to get 4 properties this year, which is absolutely amazing. And I do have a guy that I've just had I know it's like a rent-to-rent care provider, because he's basically manager of the landlord, but he's doing it on a rent-to-rent sometimes. And I've done that with my first supported living. He sent me another one, which I've got people itching for Manchester, so I'm about to view that one tomorrow, hopefully secure that one as well. But it's been absolutely, stressful, headache. Honestly, I called this provider last minute, because I managed to get another provider for this property. I called her last minute. I was in the property showing another provider around when I was supposed to do the final inspection for this other provider. I'm seeing a lot of providers, a lot of names, a lot of provider flinging about. And I made the call to her, and she was actually referred to me from another person, which was, it's really not what you know, it's who you know. And, I made that call. Luckily, she has an office down the road. She came and viewed the same day. And I'm telling you, like, she was ignoring my messages, ignoring my calls. And I was telling my mum, like, I can't make this shit up. Like, people are ignoring me. I told the landlord that I can't go ahead. He was, fuming down the phone, like, angry, upset. And I was just like, look, I'll get tenants for you in the property for free. I'll just manage them. I'll do viewings. And, I said that to him on the phone. And if I told him then and there that, I'm just not going to do anything, that's it, then that might have affected my chances when I got another care provider. So me being the nice person I am, me being the person that, as much as I didn't need to say that, I wanted to, because that landlord did a lot for me, in terms of, going along the process. And, with these deals, man, there's always something happening. It's never as smooth as I'd like it to be. There's always something. But as long as you keep pushing, you keep grinding, you'll eventually get there in the end. So this year, I managed to get 4 properties, which is absolutely fantastic. Next year, I really want to go huge. I really need to get a job to be able to fund these properties. But I want to work a lot with the council. I want to work, a lot with providers, especially the ones that I have now, to be able to get them properties. And these, because my relationship with him is going to change massively, because I let a lot of them off the hook. I've wasted a lot of time getting some of them, and what this year has done is prove to me that there is potential in this business. you know, for me, apart, you know, leave aside the making the millions, the making the tens of thousands, it's the ability to make sure it is possible. And I believe I've gotten through the breaking point of, you know, giving up and quitting because things are happening, which, you know, a lot of people would have done. But you know, it's not to say that every deal doesn't make me want to quit. Honestly, every deal that comes along and these things happen, I can't sleep, I can't do nothing unless this deal goes through. And next year I really want to go big. You know, I want to get 10 properties. Well, again, you know, I want to take a property once a month, and so I believe I'll be able to do so. Of course, there's going to be trials and tribulations, but you know, I always used to say, if not this, then what else? But if not this, then something else. You know, I've come to terms with, I wouldn't even want to say that I'm young, but it's just a case of, as long as you have the mindset that you want to be successful, you want to be making these millions, it's 10 grand a month, and you know, you want to be able to be a businessman, or not even a bit, you want to be able to be successful and great, and you have a passion. I wouldn't even say even a passion, because it's not like I'm absolutely passionate about property. I just want to be successful. You will make it, because you're not going to be able to sleep at night knowing that you're not achieving what, you know, you're going to die anyway, so you might as well go for what you want to be able to do. And my phone's going to die and I've got to get going, so let me just show you around the property real quick. You know, here's the living room. You know, we've got the kitchen and that over here. It's a 5-bed HMO. It's a really good, like, look at even the carpets, man. The carpets are nice. Let me turn these lights off as well. You've got a bedroom downstairs. You've got a bathroom here. You've got an odd door here. I think he was meant to make that like a living room, but he made it like a kitchen diner instead. It was kind of scary in these properties alone at this time, but knowing that there used to be like 5 people in this property. Another room. All these rooms are pretty much the same. You know, it's like really for professionals, ideally. You know, he's got the desk chair, but it'd be great for supported living. There's another room in there. There's another bathroom in there. And upstairs is my favourite room, because it's like a studio room. Honestly, you spent a lot of money on this property, man. Like, bathroom in there. Fucking hell, that scared me, that. You know, got another studio room in here. I say another one. A studio room in here. That's it, man. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. I'll see you in a bit.